Hello, my name is Priyamvada Gopal and I'm a lecturer in the Faculty of English at Cambridge. I've just completed a book called Insurgent Empire, Anti-Colonialism and British Dissent. You heard that right. I'm going to be talking about anti-colonialism and its relationship to Britain, as well as anti-colonialism within Britain. It's very well known that there is a strong pro-empire tradition in Britain, but historians have also researched what we might call a tradition of criticism of and opposition to empire in Britain, and that is a lot less well known. And I'm going to go back to some of that criticism and opposition to empire, looking specifically at the ways in which British critics of empire were influenced by insurgency and resistance in Britain's colonies. One of the important consequences of looking at this tradition is the realization that ideas about freedom, ideas about self-determination, about rights, and so on, were not just British. It is, of course, true that British ideas went out into the colonies and influenced ideas there, but it's also true that there is something we might call reverse impact, that resistance and insurgency in the colonies caused debates and controversies in the British public sphere, and this in turn shaped a tradition of criticism of empire in Britain. And in the book, I look specifically at three kinds of lines of influence. One is controversies about repression and violence in the empire, and the consequences that had for opposition to empire in Britain. I also look at travelers to areas of so-called unrest, people who go to India or the Caribbean or Africa and they witness anti-colonial insurgencies and they learn lessons from it, which they bring back to Britain. I also look at people I call interpreters of insurgency, anti-colonial thinkers and activists who come to Britain from the early 20th century onwards, and they write and think and speak in different contexts in Britain, thereby again influencing the emergence of British criticism of empire. And I'm arguing really that we need to think about the relationship between British critics of empire as well as and anti-colonialists in the colonies and insurgencies in the colonies.